Okay.
Steve, we're unsure about taking your direction.
They took off like they shouldn't have. They're, very disobedient. Hey, Ben, you got to get in time with Todd.
Yes, I think we were all humbled by the experience to some degree.
When you get an entire team in a boat and you work to have the unity of the group together, it is interesting to understand the lesson being learned and then try to put it in play.
Good job, we're moving. It's a great learning experience. It's a great atmosphere to learn within.
What this gives us is really the confidence to generate ideas in the business.
To align the incentives.
We were looking for a way to enhance the executive level, skill level, basically, at Underwriters Laboratories. And that's what we built 7 years ago with Yale as our partner.
We will work for weeks and sometimes months with companies saying, well, what is it you exactly need?
The program itself starts in Normandy, France. We use the backdrop of D-Day, June 6, 1944, to learn leadership attributes. And then we begin their 7-month journey with the assignment that they're given.
So what I'd like to do for one of the businesses that you developed is...
I think a unique element of this program that you don't see in many business schools or universities is this whole thing around project-driven learning. The individuals become educated using Yale faculty and subject matter experts on how to come up with new business ideas. The intent was to have it as a competition where a team member that day would have to leave their job to start the new business, and they would be seated $1 million. The program's changed a little bit over the 7 years. This year we've upped it a bit to where now it's have to come in with a $50 million idea that should be profitable in 5 years. So it's a little different than being seated $1 million to get the business going. It'll be a little bit more than that going forward.
Actually was awarded a business that I had suggested within the ELP program. I actually quit a position as CTO of one of the business units in order to start an entirely new business. I think the interesting notion is to create an entrepreneurial, innovative business within the context of a larger, more conservative organization.
Come up with even more than one product idea or value proposition idea, and then type it into the app using this. So we actually know a lot now about what makes ventures successful, what makes new entrepreneurial endeavors predisposed to developing products and services that attack real customer needs, and that's what we teach here in these classes.
I'm a big believer in teaching techniques and frameworks and distinctions which are very practical, that can be implemented Monday morning when they go back to work. The Yale management approach is interdisciplinary, and it puts a big emphasis on the larger context of what your business is and not being confined by the methodologies which are largely academic.
To look at different angles, to challenge yourselves on the tools that you've used in the past and the tools that are being presented that may be a new approach, and really see how you might do things differently to build that creativity and those new ideas and that innovation that'll carry the business forward is very valuable and very important opportunity.
What is offered here is an opportunity to get out of your context, get out of your foxhole, if you will, and step back and get more of a maybe 10,000-foot view on what it is you're doing in the organization, generally speaking from a multi-year perspective, what you hope to accomplish, and get some traction on thinking more clearly about how you might get there.
One of my favorite things about the program is that it's more than just the entrepreneurial process, right? We look at how do we become better executives from a healthy perspective, from an energy perspective, from dealing with stress perspective. How do we build teams? Clearly one of the most fun parts of the program that we're working on is learning how to row.
Push the handles down on the recovery so the blades don't touch the water. Very good.
For someone who's never been part of a row or a crew team, that opportunity to work together as a team has been a great part of the program and something to look forward to after we work hard all day in the classroom.
I was excited because I would be given the opportunity to learn the new market trends and how do you kind of elevate yourself from a management to an effective leader in our corporation, so we can take the company forward.
What really stands out for me is we're brought all different perspectives. Yale's brought in a very wide breadth of professors internally and externally to really give us different perspectives to look at as we develop our ideas. Things that I've learned in the last 3 days, frameworks and kits I've been given, I'm like, oh, I can use that next time. Someone comes to me with a problem, I'm going to walk them through this framework. And to me, that just, the practicality of this program is what's really a strong point of it.
I think what we built with Yale is a very unique learning event, as well as a course that really can bring executives to levels far beyond where they are today. I don't think there's anything like that out there in the industry today.